All right, man. Lord Jamar, he comes at Eminem neck again, and pretty much he just regurgitated what he been saying that black people don't listen to Eminem. You go to the clubs, strip clubs, black people ain't playing Eminem in there. You might go to a tavern, they play Eminem, and pretty much only cornball black people still play Eminem. And said just because he sold the most records don't make him the greatest hip hop artist. Basically said ain't nobody that know hip hop put Eminem over Jay-Z and like Tupac, Biggie, and Nas. And I'll link it in the description as well under source link, and I'll link the 50 part under article link so you can check that out. We back, Goodfellas Sports TV. Appreciate the love, support. Make sure you hit the subscribe and bell icon button. But I agree with Lord Jamar 100% for the most part. And I'm from Detroit, man. I can tell you firsthand, when you talk about the street level of Detroit, no respect for Eminem as an artist. When he first came out, probably some people was playing him, but it's just no respect. There's so many more street legend rappers from Icewood to Big Hurt. You got so many dudes, the East Side Cheddar Boys, the West Side, Street Lords. You got so many people that really did it in the street. You know what I'm saying? That got more street credibility and more rap credibility. Eminem don't sound like Detroit. And Royce the 5'9" admitted him and M don't sound like Detroit. He admitted that wholeheartedly, and that ain't Detroit. Detroit got a different sound that some people starting to notice with Payroll Kid, Ice Revezo, Peasy, Sada Baby. You starting to hear the real influence of Detroit, and a lot of these dudes starting to get off the street level and start to get to that next level. Detroit rap is about, just an entire different lifestyle and lingo that Eminem can only dream to be a part of. And to be honest, on the street level, a lot of them dudes laugh at Eminem, man. A lot of them dudes, say, remember Blade Ice would say, FM, I'm here to put the real hood on the map. Like, he don't get that respect in his own city. Only the dudes that pretty much grew up in the suburbs and went to the schools in the suburbs really bang Eminem like that. Now, when he first came out, we was younger. Yeah, we listened to him, and when you younger, you really ain't processing a lot of what he's saying. But when he talk about, lighting shit on fire and killing his mom and beefing with his mom, like, dude, we couldn't even dream of saying no shit like that or thinking that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you just drunk, you gonna kill me, boy? Mama would have smacked the soul out of you, man. So really, as you get older, like you don't relate to that shit. Like, his flow is just like, and Lloyd Marr said, just because you put some words together don't make you a great rapper. And he right, because when you process what Eminem saying, what are you getting from his raps? Honestly, what are you getting from his raps? Well, how's you relating? How is you walking home from school, you catching a bus, or you walking through the dangerous neighborhood, or you getting ready to play a football game, a basketball game, or whatever it may be. How do you relate to that? You don't. You don't relate to what Eminem rapping about. And when you get old enough to listen to him, this looks like a job for me. Not everybody comes down with me in the controversy. Like, send me next to Carson Daly and Fred Durst. Why? Like, really, nobody want to listen to that candy pop rap. And as I got older, I understood, like, damn, like, dude, I can't relate to this guy. And as I get more older and older, and I go back and listen to The Chronic, I go back and listen to Illmatic, Reasonable Doubt, and just, Doggy Style, Time to Time, you go back and listen to some of the older albums, Midnight Marauders, Wu-Tang, Enter the 36 Chambers, you just like, damn, like Eminem wouldn't even have been a top 3 Wu-Tang member. You know what I'm saying? When you actually you actually go back and listen to some of the rap, lyrics that they had, it's the same shit going on today. It's the same shit going on today. But they articulating it a lot better than a lot of the people doing today. It's the same shit. Eminem couldn't handle a candle to Raekwon, the Ghost, to Meth, and even go outside of there, Redman. Like, Redman was lyrically an animal. But you know what? And people say, you just saying that because he white. It ain't because he white. Not at all. It's because he's not rapping about nothing that I can relate to. I'm walking through the hood and I'm walking home from school or whatever situation may be, or I'm going to a party. Like, never Never, man. I'd have been to the south, the north, the east, and the west. And I went to school in the Gump. When we going to the roads, we was in Front Street, whatever club we was going to, or we driving to Atlanta to go party at a titty bar in Atlanta, wasn't nobody playing Eminem. Hey, put Eminem on before we pull up to this Q-Dog party. Put Eminem on before we pull up to this Cap party. When I'm in Detroit and we partying at Starvin' Marvin's, Nebraska, whatever we called it back in the day, or we pull up to St. Andrews, Burt's Warehouse, or we pulling up to the After Hour, never once have I heard them play Eminem. Not never once. Not never once. You know, have I got to dance from a bitch in the club or a strip club and I got to dance to Eminem? Not even smack that. It's never happened. Not never when I went to Miami, went to Florida, did they play Eminem in the club. And I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to play him. I can't relate to his lyrics. And here come 50 Cent playing Captain Safe. Ooh, in my E40 voice. You better look out, that boy 50 go, ooh, save Eminem. Like, my whole point about 50 is this, bro. 50 tear down Ja Rule for years, understandably. Tear down Young Buck. He tear down Esquire from ATL. He tear down Tierra Marie, shout out to Detroit. He tearing down all these different black people on social media, going out his way to destroy them. He tore down The Game and said, I gave The Game all those songs that made him hot. I should have kept them. He hated on Lloyd Banks. He hated on Young Buck when they was about to blow up. He stopped them from blowing up, trust me. His hating ass seeing that they was going to have more success than he was having after that trash-ass second album he had. He hated on them dudes, man. You know, and that it is what it is. But at the end of the day, you've been hating and tearing down black people, including Wendy Williams, and I don't care. She deserved it. But you've been tearing down all these black people, and the first person you put on the pedestal is a white person. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Where the issue at? That's the problem with me. The first person he come and save is Eminem's Eminem defense. He ain't came to none. Lloyd Banks, Tony Yayo, you know, Young Buck. Nothing. He ain't try to men's defense with Ja Rule or nothing. He out here this dude owe me $3,000, putting people on blast on social media. He just a miserable motherfucker, man. And he gonna die. He gonna die lonely. And when miserable, that's how miserable people act. But my whole problem is you destroying all these black people, saying they owe you money, you know, destroying them on social media like it's a game. But the first person that you uplift on social media, the first person that you protect on social media, he done destroyed his son. He done destroyed Preem's son. He done destroyed so many people out here. He destroyed his cousin. I don't F with that boy and nothing like that. He destroyed all these black people, but the first person he put on the pedestal was Eminem. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying 50 on no raccoon shit because 50 turned down a large lump sum from Donald Trump to sway black votes, and 50 said fuck Gucci as well too. He's destroyed Floyd Mayweather. He put Floyd Mayweather business in the street. How he had cheated with his homeboy wife, and that's why his homeboy had did what he did to his wife, took both of their life and all that stuff. Like, dude, at the end of the day, you destroyed all these black people. The list goes on and on, man. The list goes on and on. But the first person you come to protect is Eminem? Come on, dog. And then you got Snoop and them that was trying to put Eminem and NWA, niggas with attitude. How does that work? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta question when these dudes try to be, you know, try to get your black vote or your black dollar. And you got to question some of these dudes' motives and stuff like that. Like, I don't really have no faith when it comes to black leadership. You know what I'm saying? I have no faith when it comes to black leadership, especially in the hip hop community. You know, when you got these dudes claiming to be thorough street dudes and they taking pictures with dudes with purses on, they letting hip hop go way left, and they saying, this dude that like dude, there's no real leadership other than Jay. There's none. And for 50 Cent to destroy all these black people in a row, and then the first thing he do, the first guy he put on the pedestal, not his grandfather, not his son, he destroyed basically all of them. And the first guy he tried to put on the pedestal is Eminem. He come to his defense. He wouldn't even come to his own defense. And you just got to find that funny. At the end of the day, like I said before, like Eminem ain't even in my top 20, man. For real, man. I'm talking LL, Big Daddy Kane, Cool G Rap. I mean, not even Biggie Pac, Nas, Jay. You know, I mean, top 20, it's hard for me to put him above DMX. And I don't care about the albums you sold. That shit don't mean nothing to me. That just means you popular because you white. But that's another conversation for another story. Follow us on social media on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email. All those links in the description. Share the videos. hit subscribe and bell icon button. Let me